iMARECULTURE web service that offers users the ability to visualize paths and isochronocontours by taking or not into account the CAPTCHAs, supporting at the same time route visualization in 3-hour intervals, as well as the ability to display and compare either two paths or contours or more on a monthly basis. Here we see our user-friendly interface. On the right, we have our map, where the ancient ports are indicated as orange dots. By hovering the mouse, you may see their names, while on the left side, we have our users' selections. So let's simulate a path from Piraeus to the Amathus. Here we have our methods, paths, isochronocontour, and those with the CAPTCHAs, which we'll be looking later. So for now, we select path. With Kyrenia Liberty's polar diagram. We also have the map to run a monthly path. And let's send on date 13th of July, 6 a.m. in the morning. Hitting calculate button, our path is withdrawn on the map. See here, while on at the bottom side of our screen we see a diagram. On the horizontal axis we have distance, while the vertical one days. And by the mouse over here, we may see that our journey from Piraeus to Amathus lasted almost days, and the distance traveled was 618 nautical miles. After simulating the first path, we also have the option to add a second one at the same map, and let's select now line 1 years polar diagram, and we hit calculate button again. As we now, the new path is slightly different from the older one and indicated in red color, while our journey here lasted almost 12 days and the distance travel was 658 nautical miles. Now we can also see the wind conditions existed at the time of departure. So by hitting wind grid option, we can see the wind arrows be drawn on the map. And here we have an indicative regarding wind status. Let's now simulate an isochronocontour. When selecting the isochronocontour option, we have an hours text box. By default is filled with 24 hours, and is the hours, the question mark here explains us are the hours required to reach a maximum distance. So we hit calculate again, and we may see now the isochronocontour be drawn, while changing this value to 48 hours, 2 days, we may see that the isochronocontour being drawn is bigger. So let's see now the path with the cabotage option. Here we have more options: start after days, start after hours. Let's select start after days, and we want our ship to have 10 days, 10 maximum days at sea, while we want only 2 days to stay at port in the case of stopover. And we hit calculate button again, and our path is being loading, and we now see that our new path, our new journey lasted 11 days. However, our path being drawn has a stopover at Cnidos Island before reaching Amathus. Similar to that selection, we have the isochronocontour with similar options. However, for now, let's select path in order to see how our web service behaves on a monthly basis. By selecting run monthly path, we see here only the month of being the user, and by hitting calculate, our web service will draw 31 paths corresponding to each day our ship travels. And here you see lines drawn with color are indicated while with several colors. The days are indeed, and we need for our model finish. Now the procedure has finished, and we may see here all our paths being drawn with with the corresponding lines depicting days, as we saw earlier. While right now we have a new text area here that shows the average distance traveled and the average hours, as well as the total distance. Also, we have a new button that gives us the opportunity to download all this information for further processing and analysis, as we may see here. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask.